If you're in it just for the loot, the best thing to probably do in this game is just continuously run FOB Bravo, but if you're not in it just for the loot, then it's sometimes a little more challenging. Oh wow, that was almost disastrous right there. Sometimes a little more challenging keeping things fresh by finding, you know, new things to do, new places to go, all that sort of stuff. Which is what I'm trying to do, which is why we are in, I forget what the name of this place is, Grain Valley. It's because there's a box over here for us. That's really why we're here. Last one, we got ourselves a new laptop, so went ahead and busted it. At least I think that was the last one. I don't know. Previous one? Previous to the previous one? I don't know. We got an intelligence laptop recently. Have used it, and you can see we are not quite on top of it, but pretty close to being on top of it. It's somewhere over here. There it is. I'm going to guess maybe it's in this building. Could be on the second floor. Could be on the first floor. We'll run through here and try to find out. Haven't been to this part of the map in a long time. It has definitely been a minute. I thought I heard someone. Okay. And someone else. And someone else. Anyone else want to come in? Because it's fine. I mean, whatever. Everyone just come in and try to shank me in the back. It's fine. Sure, we'll take some more rad pills. I don't even know what to do with those. One of these guys, I don't know which one has room. I guess this one does. That's fine. Here, just throw that in there. That'll work. That'll be just Dandaroo. Here, we'll take some bullets too. Some casings, more correctly. No, correctly. I should tell you that I did use a couple of car batteries. We had some of those in one of the boxes. I don't know which one, so I don't know. I'm putting that repair kit separate, by the way, just as a reminder to put it in the truck. That's why that's there. But I did use a couple of the car batteries so that we could have a battery charging station back at the base. I didn't show you that because we didn't start today's episode back at the base, but there is in fact one there, and I left a bunch of batteries charging in it, so by the time we get back, it should be good to go. I'm just going to use that guy right now, just so that, one, the game will stop harassing me about the radiation, contamination, infatuation that we have going on, and two, so that we can get back to 100% health as a max. It's pretty interesting in this game, now that health stops at 80% unless you heal past it. It does kind of change the calculation a little bit of, you know, what you're doing, where you're going, what sort of gear, equipment, etc. you want to take in with you. Here's our box right here, so we'll go ahead and check it momentarily, of course. There we go. What you got? Fire something out. That looks like a crusher to me, and we don't have space for one. So we go into this guy, we should find... Oh, you know what would be a good idea is maybe have... Well, let's see. Let's put this guy right here just so that we have less of a deep dive to find it, and then we'll put our... does that not have room in it? Ah, crap. Those are the ones that were supposed to show. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Here, so crusher is fine. 762, 46, 132, 350 meters, 9% chance of critical compared to 8% on the Colonel, 10 on the shotgun. Not a bad weapon at all. 46, 132 on the headshot, so it's definitely... It's a larger caliber, does a little more damage than the Colonel's Revenge. I don't remember if it has as much kick as the Colonel, because that's been my one knock on the Colonel, is the Colonel has a lot of kick. Colonel does not like to just sit there and, I don't know, allow you to really blast someone over and over and over again. It is not a Vector or anything along those lines. It is not a battle-ready Glock. It's good, it's just not that good. I see something going on over here. I think there's a person, maybe. I think that maybe is what's going on down there. Let's get rid of this guy. I wasn't even going to go that way, but now I'm just curious because I don't know if you saw, you might have to rewind the video, but these guys over here where there's just a boatload of them, actually, you know what we could do? Oh yeah, do you hear the gunfire right now? I do. What are you? That looks like maybe it's a bandit. I don't know where that guy went. We haven't been in the subway over here. I think we'll do that, actually. I'm kind of glad we went over here. I forget about those, like, legitimately. I just forget about the subways. So this is kind of a fun thing that we'll get to do now. I don't know that I've actually been in all of the subways either. Just as a point of fact. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I don't really know. Not sure where this guy is. Oh, hi. How you doing? Okay. Ow. There you are. Definitely a bandit. Okay, let's use that. I was trying to hit the things, and I'm pretty sure they weren't working, so I don't know. I gotta redo all the things. We need more bandages at the very least. Sure, drink that guy. You know what I might do is we can stack a couple of these guys at a time. So maybe we'll have a couple of those guys right there. We'll put that on slot number 6. It's a little more than a bandage. I mean, it is kind of a fair bit more than a bandage. And then we'll just use a couple of those and see if that works out for us. Probably should put those on a different slot, but I don't know, whatever. We'll just try that and see if that works for us. Okay, put that guy back in place. Now, I don't know where that toughened guy, where its corpse fell off to. I guess down somewhere around here. I don't know, it doesn't matter. It is just raining cats and dogs right now. I mean, look at this. Holy cow, dude. We'll bust out the kernel. Because these guys are focused on a corpse, they're not going to attack us. So it's actually pretty safe to just kind of come over here and shoot them and not even really pay close attention to what's happening. Not that big a deal. Not that big a deal at all. Interesting that they had 2 bandits there, and both bandits had some stuff on them. That's nice. It's good stuff. We'll take it. We'll take all the extra money and things. It's all good stuff. Just so I don't forget, we'll go ahead and move the truck up just a touch. Oh, I should probably check in here. Is there anything in here worth grabbing? Oh, look at that. There's some wire and a lot of tape. That is a good selection of tape. Here, before I forget that I have these, we'll put that in there. That in there. We can use one more gasoline, and then we are effectively full on that box. And I don't see a burning need to go any more than that. Let's go ahead and reload our Glock. I do need to stop just to make sure we don't drop the magazine. Oh, you know what I totally forgot to do before leaving? Yeah, I totally forgot to get rid of some of this ammo. That's alright, though. It's not a big deal. It's going to be dark down here, of course. Go ahead and swap that guy out, and then we'll reload that. There we go. Makes me feel a little better to have both of those weapons running at tip-top priority condition, shape, something or other. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah. You say? We'll get a little darker as we get a little deeper in here, I'm pretty sure. I don't think we've been in this one on... Well, I'm positive we haven't been in this one on this series. Oh yeah, this is definitely... well, and it's not even dark either, which is kind of funny. I was really expecting it to get darker, but that's okay. Not so much. That is fine. You can take the ramp. Looks like those other 2 just straight up like hop to the side. That's interesting. Even the crawler, that's the kind of fun part. Crawler was like, I can climb this crap. I don't need the ramp. The other dude's like, no, I want the ramp, man. I don't want to mess with my knees. I mean, I kind of don't blame you. You've messed up your knees. Man, sometimes you want the ramp. Just trust me on that one. Okay, so pretty good in here so far. Not too bad. Get these tourists. The touristas over here. Thank you very much for that. Can't remember his name. 2 Flowers, I think. That's what it is. 2 Flowers over here. I think that's his name. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? Or at least what I'm getting at. Terry Pratchett. Or Terry Prackett. I think he said Prackett. I don't know. That's one of those things I've never been entirely clear on. Anyways, check our junk pile here. Wow, there's actually some decent stuff in all of this. That's kind of funny. Can we put lockpicks in there? We sure can. Okay. I kind of wish there was a quick access to the inside of that backpack without having to click through the backpack to get to it, but I suppose there's no Mary Poppins bags or whatever in here. It's fine. It's funny, unrelated to all this stuff too, did we... Wow, look at that. We needed 3 batteries and that just filled it up nicely. Way to go. One of the things that I was kind of looking at, and this is kind of fun here, is that we don't have any skill points to spend because we're just kind of stuck on our leveling here. I mean, this will go up, that will probably go up, this one will go up, but that's not going to go up. This is very slowly going up. I don't know, I mean, like, marksmanship is really solid right now, but everything else is kind of meh. And I was thinking maybe what we need to do is start buying all of the books that we can purchase. I mean, here, let's get the melee toughness, whatever one up. There you go. Let me turn on a flashlight. That's fine. Maybe it's a little darker for you than it is for me, especially if you're on like a cell phone or something, in which case, turn up your brightness. It's actually not that dark for me, but, you know, in the interest of being a half-decent host, I suppose I should probably, you know, use a flashlight. But yeah, I just was kind of thinking maybe I'll have to start buying all of the books we can find. Just because that'll help us level up anyway. Can get a few more points, and at some point along the way, when we have enough points to point, then we'll be able to spend points on things. I don't even know where Elwood Station is. I have no clue. So basically that takes care of this place, and I think maybe I was wrong, and those 2 guys used the ramp? Maybe they didn't use the ramp, I don't know. That's a different ramp than the one I saw, though. So let's get back upstairs, and then we're going to go somewhere else. I was just driving through here, and I thought, we haven't stopped for one of these in a long time. There are a couple of crashed planes on the map. This one is right near where we were, actually. I can just show you right here. This is where we are right here, and we were at Crane Valley, just a little to the northwest. These are kind of fun. I mean, I don't know. I like the idea of them at the very least. Here, we're going to make some noise. I'm okay with this. But we got to be ready for it, because who knows who else will appear. Crawler. That's basically it. Crawlers. Sorry, my bad. That other one up there on the hill appears to be... I was going to say stuck, but I think maybe it's just not caring. Yeah. That guy just didn't care. I mean, if you don't care, I don't care. That's A-okay by me. I mean, whatever. I'm good with that. Man, we are just plowing through the 9mm, which it's fine. I mean, that's kind of the point of it, right? That's why we have a bunch of 9mm ammo. Ammo diversification. We can always go back to the MP7 at another time, or we can go to the 1911 A1. Those didn't stack, did they? Oh, no. Ah, goodness. All right, I don't think I want to put those in there, because if they're not going to stack, that's just going to be a pain in the butt to deal with those. Here, let's drink water. I drink your water. I drink it up. And then we'll check this guy right here. Nothing like zooming. All right, let me move, because I didn't like that angle. I could just see something like sneaking up, and then can't do anything about it because you're so zoomed in effectively. Yeah, that slightly worried me a bit. Slightly worried me a bit. And then, I know here, just because we'll do that. Not worrying about either of those generators. That's what they're called here. I'm not even going to worry about those pills. Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, we should probably sell a bunch of pills and things. That would be a good idea. That's not something I normally do, but I'm just thinking now we have 2 big bags full of medical stuff, or mostly full. It wouldn't hurt to sell some of them. I'm okay with that. I think as the crashed ships go, crashed planes, this one is kind of the lesser of the two, because the other one over by, is that Elwood? Yeah, the one over by Elwood has, I think, 1 or 2 more loot containers to it. And maybe even more green zombies so that you have a decent chance at some additional ammunition. Anyway, back on the road. It looks like there's like an encampment or something over here. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. I think it just hit me. The red eyes are giving it away. I remember many episodes back when we were in kind of the northwest checking out some of the new POIs. I remember seeing a roadblock and there were a bunch of red guys around, and I kind of remember there was a variety of just, I don't know, junk is about the only way I can maybe think to describe it. There was a bunch of junk around. I think maybe it was one of these locations here. Okay, we got to get rid of you, and then I suppose just to be safe, I don't think any of these guys are going to explode into stuff. Okay. I wonder if what we're looking at is a randomly generated kind of roadside POI, and we just happen to find one now that is the same as the one earlier, but then was lost because I wasn't able to continue playing directly from episode to episode at that time. So by the time I reloaded the game, of course, everything had changed because it was one of those random things, and you know, the way randomness works, it's not going to be the same thing over and over and over again, no matter how many times you try. Well, it won't be if you have a decent random number generator. If your algorithm sucks, then it might be. Sure, we'll take all these things because we decided that we can just sell the drugs. Basically going to get into drug sales. That's kind of the angle we're going for now. That's fine by me, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of a weird thing to say out of context, but whatever. Take that too. It looks like we have a couple of different supply boxes. I mean, this is some decent stuff in here, at least the potential for some decent stuff. Like, I'm not upset with this at all. I mean, there's definitely some decent stuff in here. This is cool. This is good. Bunch of tents. So it looks like this was a little survivor camp, and then what happened is the survivors more or less died, and it looks like maybe they needed a better fence, better wall. If they'd had a better wall to keep the zombies out, maybe they would still be here, and we could say something to them like, hey, congratulations on surviving for a minute. Instead, they're gone. And so are we. Let's get back to the road. We've jumped the road a few times, mainly because I was just kind of trying to go to some different areas from where we've typically been, or at least frequently been. And it looks like we might have something going on over here. There's nothing on the map for this. I mean, well, there sort of is. This is like a little mini, like, I don't know, FOB something, FOB, Bravo, Alpha, Theta, Gamma, etc. site. But I don't remember this one, and I don't remember there being red guys over here. That's what's kind of got me going, wait a minute, what are we doing over here? So let's just carefully take these guys down. Carefully, he says, and then shoots the asphalt because, you know, crap aim. Hi. Let's get around the zombies so we can actually hit them. How you doing? Okay, so far so good. Guess maybe we'll do it this way. Actually, you know what? Oh, man. Raise your head. There it is. That was the headshot. Anyone else around? Because if they are, well, they'll come over here. Doesn't seem like it. Okay. I just thought I'd ask, but apparently not. Let's go and reload that guy. We don't want that weapon now, just in case someone shows up. That's going to be a bad time for everyone. Definitely take some extra medical stuff. I mean, that's kind of one of the funny things is, like, we could just be selling all sorts of razzmatazz. We could be selling medical supplies. We could be selling... I mean, we could be collecting all these random cell phones and things. I just don't think it's worth it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you do, that's cool. It's just not my style. I don't, it's too much. It's too much. I already have a really bad habit of collecting more things than I should. And because of that, I end up keeping things longer than I should. So that's in part why I don't want to collect those things, because then I'm just going to end up with more things than I want, and I don't want them. Okay, this is the contaminated checkpoint, and APCs, I don't remember having that problem in previous versions, but these days I seem to have issues with climbing them and staying on them without sliding off, so whatever, it's fine. I just want to get rid of the hounds. That's kind of the big one for me, because if we have to go running... guys, don't push the vehicle, okay? The frames are just dying over here. Okay. I don't know why it suddenly got so bad, but like it's tanking down to 30. It must be that fire? I don't know, something is just really tanking the frames look in that direction, so I don't even know. Let's reload our magazine. Let's just be SMRT about this. We still haven't even gotten into the... I don't like calling them clips, but we haven't even gotten into the clips yet. That's kind of funny. We've been using nothing but the drum mags. Come on. I know there's a body there. And I want you to check it. Want to check all your bodies here. That maybe sounds weird out of context. But whatever. It's fine. Well, minus the dogs. We don't need to check the dogs. Antiseptic. Yes, we do want that. Take that, take that. And then I think that's pretty much everyone over here. Oh, sure, take that too. That's all good stuff. Let's go and move the vehicle a little bit. I think we'll be able to get around without too much trouble. There we go. And... oh, interesting. There's a truck over there. I don't think I knew that guy was right there. Like I said, I don't usually come to this POI, so this, in a way, is... it's not new, but it's unfamiliar, because a lot of the POIs in this game I've been to many times. You know, and it's kind of funny. That's a whole separate conversation about this game and how difficult it can be to not constantly do the same thing over and over again. And I know I've kind of, at least I think I've made noises about that before, but we haven't really sat down and really talked about it. But I don't know. I mean, the game's still in development. It's kind of hard to be upset about it. I mean, I certainly don't think I'm entitled to something that is going to provide me, you know, 73 bajillion hours of gaming without having spent, I don't even know, lots and lots of money for the privilege. I mean, this is not a super expensive game. I mean, it may be relatively expensive, but compared to other games, which is my comparison point, it's really not that expensive. Yeah, let's bust out old Cleaver of Souls, the katana, which does good damage at night. I mean, it is night, right? Yeah. So we do have the thing that gives us, like, double damage or extra 50% damage, something at night. So, yeah, this thing is just an absolute demon in the dark. Gotta love it. Let's go and check this stuff over here. So we got landmine, frags. We checked that one. We were on the way to this one, I think. Oh, yeah. We were in the middle of looting that one. And here, we'll put the landmine in there. I guess we'll keep the frag. And then these guys should probably go into a bag. And thankfully, it doesn't seem like the game wants to continue to lag. I've kind of run out of... I mean, I could come up with something, but I've kind of run out of intentional ag words. Okay. I'm not going to worry about these guys over here on the side. We're also not going to worry about the truck because that's a drivable truck. I don't know. I must have driven over the barbed wire there. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, back to the road. I'm a little disappointed that our last stop here is not what I wanted it to be, but maybe we can still make the best out of it. I was hoping the bandit camp would be here. There's a location here, or a corner here, where bandit camps sometimes spawn, and it's a good one. It's a good one that has a compound crate in it as the loot, so it's the only one I know of that spawns like that, and it is a random thing. Will it spawn, will it not? But it looks like the answer in this particular case is no, but that doesn't mean that there won't be anything worth checking out. Like, there we go, we can shoot that guy. How did you know I shot you? That seems like some cheatery stuff right there. Come on, buddy. There you go. We're just over here clicking heads, click, 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 clickety, click. Let's go see if they have anything of interest here. At the very least, there's one more stop we can make, we will make. Although it probably won't be very exciting, I'm just saying. I mean, you never know. RNG, you never know what it's going to be. Alright, that was the sniper, and he literally had nothing on him, so that's just complete and utter disappointment is all that is. I guess we can eat the baked beans. Nope. Consume the beans. And normally that base, if it spawns, is right here on this corner. It's a good little spot too. It's a fun little POI to go through. It's not super hard, although I think that's in part because I've had some fortunate luck with the enemies. Keep going. Stopping at Trader Bob's, we have just over 5,000 bucks. I mean, technically just under 6,000. That's maybe a more accurate way of stating things. Easy for me to say. This storm is really just messing with me. What can I say? It's crazy. It's actually really cool how bright it gets when the lightning strikes. It's actually really, really neat. Like, I mean, it just lights everything up. The weather effects in this game are a lot of fun. Right now, this is where we are going to wrap this one up. We still have a couple of things to do in the game, though. I just don't know that we have enough cards to get into things. I think we have enough for the oil rig, but I'm a little concerned that we might not have enough if we only have 2. So I think maybe what we'll do is we'll put the oil rig on next week's agenda, so sometime within the next 5 episodes if you don't follow in real time. But we'll also take that all access card, so just in case, we'll have that if we don't have enough to get through. We also have the classified, I don't remember which one it is, classified area key cards to use. We have enough of those, so that'll be a fun episode. And we might go through like Bravo or the prison or something again, just to kind of try and find some last minute loot to see if we can find any attachments for the Barrett or for, I don't know, any of the other weapons for that matter. For right now, what I'm going to do is head back to base so that, man, I always do that. It drives me nuts, and I don't mean to do it, I do it. I mean, and I know with the thing, the marker's already there. I just, for whatever reason, I feel like I have to put another one there. I'm going to go let us resupply. I guess we have a couple of horde beacons to go through as well, so I don't know. We have plenty of things to do, but I do think this series is probably winding down pretty soon. I mean, we've kind of done everything we can thus far. Unless we get another big update in the time between now and when I'm ready to record those next episodes, and there's a chance, then we'll probably end up wrapping up somewhere in the next 5 to 10 episodes. So just kind of so you know. And once I do that, oh gosh, is this the prison? This is the prison, right? Then I will probably be going on to 7 Days to Die Alpha 22, otherwise known as version 1.0. And I say that kind of jokingly, I don't know. It's one of those things that, it's funny, I've seen, well, I had a long-winded post on my Patreon about some of the design decisions with that game and some supposition. And when I finally get a chance to sit down and play 1.0, that'll either confirm or deny what I was getting at. But I've kind of had this thought all along that it's really more of an Alpha 22, and one of my supporters responded with such, and I thought, okay, it's not just me who kind of thinks that might be the case. What in the world is going on here? This is... Are you guys friendly or unfriendly? You are friendly, so we'll just leave you be. That's fine. They got things all in hand. It's not a big deal. So anyway, good stuff coming up. This is a really, really long outro, much longer than it needed to be. For that, I both apologize and say you're welcome. Catch you next. Until, and thanks for watching. See you later.